Okay, let's continue. There we go.
Yeah.
I can't see anyone. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yay. All right, here we go. And we'll clip these things. Well, welcome to the Q102 Cares for Kids Radiothon. It is Casey and Fionn. And wow, Fionn, you look a lot different from the last time we saw you.
You were little.
So, holy smoke. Okay, so let's reset. So we first met you years and years ago, and it's been a while since we've caught up. What we're doing today is just kind of catching up, see where everybody's doing and how everybody's doing and what everybody's doing. And so let's just start. I'm blown away because I didn't expect Fionn to be so old. Really, we were looking at our pictures from that Radiothon. Yes. And Fionn, you can't possibly remember this, but you were little and you had mounds of blonde curls, and you were just a bundle of energy. And what I remember the most was at one point we were talking to you, and then suddenly you were gone. And so Finn's gone rogue.
I do remember that.
I remember that.
It was precious.
He was like jumping up and down on the couch, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That was a total Children's National success story. This was a healthy, happy kid, just full of energy. So I guess let's just go ahead and jump real quick and say, what are you doing today? How old are you?
I'm 10.
10.
He's 10 years old. So what grade are you in?
I'm in 5th right now.
That is terrific. So Fionn, what do you like to do? What's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. Wow. Oh. What do you think you might want to be when you grow up?
No idea.
Good.
Well, I want to be like an actor, but I'm not positive.
Really? Wow. Look at Mom's face. Cool. That's okay. Well, all right. Let's get that business degree to fall back on. Yeah. So Casey, you've got a super happy, super healthy child, and it's all thanks to Children's National. Take us back a little bit. So Fionn, if I remember correctly, he had cancer. When did you diagnose? When was he diagnosed with cancer? How'd that happen?
4.
Yeah, he had just turned 4. We celebrated his 4th birthday, and then it was just days later that he got really sick.
And it was just, you weren't sure what the sick was, is that right?
Right. It seemed like just a really bad cold, and it just wasn't going away. And we took him to the pediatrician, who prescribed a steroid, and the steroid made him very sick. So he was vomiting all night, basically, which dehydrated him. And that led us to go to the emergency room because of the dehydration. And because our pediatrician was directly across from Children's, she told us just to go to Children's instead of going to just a regular emergency room. And so we did, thankfully. And so we luckily were diagnosed within a couple of hours of being there. Whereas for a lot of families, they struggle for months to figure out what's going on. But Children's immediately did a complete blood check on Fionn and saw that a bunch of his numbers were way out of whack, like potassium so anyway, they checked his blood and saw that, sorry, I'm getting a phone call, saw that there was leukemia in his blood. Wow.
Gotcha.
So he was immediately treated at Children's. And again, we can just cut right here. He's a success story. And so if you had, we've got parents who are watching right now, and they may be thinking to themselves, I've been thinking about becoming a miracle maker and helping Children's National, but they haven't picked up the phone and called yet. What would you say to another parent?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I would say that you're not, you don't know that you need Children's until suddenly you do. I mean, one day you can go from being just a normal, happy family to your child getting sick, and you just never know when that day is going to come. So I think you just have to think about, put yourself in the position of a parent who's having to go to that emergency room with their very, very sick child, and they're so scared. And you just want to help those families that are going through it now, and also thinking if you were to ever be in that position, you want Children's to be able to care for the children as best they can, and this helps make that possible.
Wow. And it's so true. You never know when you might need Children's National. And that's why we want to help support them as much as we can. And isn't it great to see these two?
It is so good to see you.
So Fionn, I got another question for you. Last question for you. So we're going to imagine it's 10, 15 years in the future. You're living in Hollywood and you're an actor. What superhero do you want to play in the movies?
Superhero.
Yeah. You don't want to be a superhero?
What part would you want to play in Hollywood?
Yeah.
Never said I ever want to be in Hollywood.
You want to be on
okay.
stage? You want to be in New York City on Broadway?
No.
Actor do you want to be? Okay.
Well, who knows, right?
Well, who knows? That's
That's
right.
great. All right. Well, listen, thank you both so much for spending a little time with us. Really appreciate it so very much. We know you're busy these days, but it is always good to catch up with our families from our Radiothon. And it's just so good to see you both doing so well. Have a great day. And thanks for being with us again, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Take care.